in the foothills of the Alps, on the shores of Lake Geneva. Someone will be getting their hands on a very special prize later today. The Amundi Evian Championship trophy, claimed with a comeback to remember by Minji Lee 4 years ago. Brooke Henderson clung on in 2022. It was the home heroine, Céline Boutier, a year later. And 12 months ago, a closing stretch of a lifetime did the job for Ayaka Fudue. Whose turn is it this time? An LET winner this season, Cara Gaynor looking to upset the odds. Tied at the top with another child tennis prodigy in Aussie Gabby Ruffles. But so many others in the hunt. Halfway leader, Somi Lee. A trio from down under there. There's Grace Kim and her compatriot, the 2021 champion Minji Lee, set to strike again. Or maybe it's Gino's time. Titicoon looking ready for a major breakthrough. Perfectly poised in this stunning setting for the final round of the Amundi Evian Championship. Bonjour mes amis, the fourth major of the season set to conclude today in this wonderful setting. This is continental Europe's only major from the spa town of Evian-les-Bains in the Haute-Savoie region, set between the Alps and Lake Geneva. Some of the best in women's golf have been coming here since 1994. This Amundi Evian Championship being played as a major for the 12th time on the Champions Course at the Evian Resort Golf Club. The weather's been glorious, wall-to-wall sunshine since we got underway, but it's a little more overcast on Championship Sunday, and there is the threat of some rain, possibly even a thunderstorm. Fingers crossed that is not the case. I'm Richard Kaufman. Karen Stupples here alongside me, and the world number one amateur has made a decent start today for.
She has. That was for birdie at the first.
3-3 start for Lottie Woe to get within 3 of the lead and taking her inside a top 10 at the start of the day. The top 10 separated by just 3 shots. The top 21 all within 5 of those co-leaders, Gabby Ruffles and Cara Gaynor. You can see Arya Jitanagarn, the former world number one from Thailand, has got to 7 under par. And talking of world number ones from Thailand, that could be where Gino Titicoon could be come the end of the day if she were to win. Tom Abbott, very good morning to you. It's an exciting day ahead.
It certainly is. This could be a really interesting story to watch. Lottie Woad. Tee shot here at 4.
Nicely negotiated. It's not the easiest of tee shots. You've got trouble down the right, but you can use the natural slope of the terrain to aim down the left side and let it kick back. They can be, and this first hole is quite pivotal in terms of how it sets you up for the rest of the round. You know that you've got some tough holes in the first 6 holes, and you don't want to be fighting to try and make up ground, having dropped one at the first.
No, she knew straight away. It's a bogey 5 to start for a player playing in her 70th major here this week. Gino looking relaxed and chilled, as she always seems to do. Such a lovely young lady.
Certainly fairly recently as well. But she's been a little bit gentle with these birdie opportunities. Let's see if she can get off to a great start.
Yeah, if there's one club that stopped her from winning, we know she's had 5 runner-up finishes on tour. That's it, isn't it?
It is.
3 Australians very much in the hunt, including this lady, Grace Kim.
Every decision is interconnected. And the best path forward is the difference between winning and losing. But the right advice is hard to find. Whether it's managing risk or building a high-performance team, Aon goes further. The time for uncertainty is over. The time for better risk and people decisions is now.
Over to the fourth. And back there is Lottie Woad getting ready to hit her second. Number one ranked amateur in the world. And 1 point away from qualifying for LPGA Tour membership with the point system they have to allow amateurs to join the tour.
But you can understand those nerves as well.
Of course. I mean, she really is making the most of a fantastic opportunity.
It's incredible, this group, isn't it? These are 3 players making their Evian debut.
It is a course that is familiar to European Tour players because of the LET event that they play here earlier in the year.
Confident start from Cassandra Alexander.
And, I mean, that's a good 20 yards too far.
But this is the closest she has been to the lead after 54 holes. Just one back. And a lot of people feel like this could be a moment, but she's going to have to battle with a number of players, including Minjee Lee. Could be a fascinating day to watch those two.
Aggressively, you want to attack the golf course as opposed to having to protect. It's a very different mindset.
Today,
Aggressive play with the driver.
so the penultimate 3-ball underway.
But that's a wonderful opening opportunity.
This is over on the other side of the golf course. Remember, a 2T start this weekend here in Evian, and this is the world number 1, Nelly Korda. Oh dear. Well, Nelly struggled yesterday. Level pass so far today.
LET membership, everything that goes along with this. I mean, there's so much on the line.
Yeah, nervous yesterday on this first tee, and that was a nervous swing. She's had a couple of events where she was in contention last year in her rookie season, but now a chance to win for the first time and make it a major victory. Careful down the left side.
Next on the tee from Australia, Minjee Lee.
For Karen, this one of the most informed players in the game, the winner of the KPMG Women's PGA Championship a little earlier in the season, a few weeks ago, and a 3-time major winner. Nobody in the field this week has more major victories than Minjee Lee.
No, and it's been mightily impressive. I mean, we've always known what a great ball striker she is. Now with the longer putter in the bag, she looks very much a complete player. And to win in Frisco with a golf course was incredibly difficult. I mean, that was such a feat. But this one...
Nerves are jangling. Who can pounce? So close for Gino Titicun. Well, a statement start from Lottie Woad. 15.
Playing 174 today. Ooh,
just cleared the water.
She did have a few misses right yesterday.
Yeah, Grace didn't have the best of lies. Kind of in somebody's rake mark. Chunked it, rolled it back to the bunker, hit it up to about 4 feet. Somi's got back up the slope, a little bit left to right. Can be very confident with this putt.
Well, disappointment for her. Very difficult opening hole it's proving to be for Grace Kim as well. 11 under the mark right now. Woad from the bunker, dream start, but work to do here. That's delightful. Well, 3s at the first 4 holes, Karen, and you'd probably say that's going to be number 5 there.
That was really well played, wasn't it?
From the sand also, Minji Lee.
Not from a fantastic lie. A good strike will be hard earned from over here. 174 to the pin.
Yeah, the ball was above her feet, and you could see that the ball was sitting down a little bit.
A couple of Australians.
Everything cambers left, maybe even front right. Only has 154.
Ooh.
Hit the bunker, and I think that might have almost spun in its spot and semi-plugged.
Back down on the 4th green. This is Maguire to get to 9 under par.
Oh. I think that's what's been the difference in Leota just recently, is she's actually been making some putts. Always regard her as a very strong putter, but for a while there, the putter was definitely cold, but
Really energizing the crowd.
It is an obvious read, at least. We'll move to her right.
Well, it was bunched up at the start of the day, with the top 2 going to do no better than bogeys. It is now severely congested.
loves to know where she is.
Yeah, there's a leaderboard by the green at 5, which is by the media centre, and she will know. Ruffles now for the 5.
Should drift just a touch left on her. She would have bitten your hand off for a 5 standing back in that bunker.
That is an excellent 5.
Really good composure.
Yeah, we've got Minji Lee there at 10 under par. She started the day on that mark. She hasn't yet got the par.
Karen, this club has been such a game changer for Minji this year. I spoke to her coach, Richie Smith, the last couple of months a few times, and he said she's actually enjoying being on the greens now.
How refreshing must that be when it's been an area that you kind of always felt was a weakness to turn it into a strength?
And a lovely par save. So yes, it is 6 tied at the top at 10 under par. And one of them, Cassandra Alexander, with the iron off the tee at 3. Went in the bunker left with this club yesterday. And she's done exactly the same today.
This is Grace Kim's second at the second.
Pretty straightforward pitch. Got some spin on it. A little nervy start, especially after what happened on the first, so a couple pars will get her settled in.
Tough to pick a winner right now.
There's so much golf that can happen on this course in particular. Tricky hole location right on the far right side of this green.
Is it going to go into the bowl?
It will. I'll leave a tough putt.
Fairly close to the lip here. Asking for
no.
a big bounce. We did not see it
That's
emerge.
Thick rough there.
Which is 161 yards straight out into the abyss where we're going. Plays down 29, and it's actually steeper than you think when you stand back on that tee. So 132, all factored in. There's a touch of breeze into their face at the moment. We know that you can use the ridge to access this whole location today. So you don't really need to challenge that 132 number. Play a handful short, let the green do the work for you on that right-hand side.
When I talked to her after the round yesterday, and she just seemed to be so comfortable with her game, confident, and has really gotten over what happened at the US Women's Open last year, where she fell away on that final day. I think she's really changed her attitude, and it has showed this year. Now Gaynor.
Wind just freshening a touch. She might be in between clubs here, Gaynor. 8 is going to feel like too much for many in the field.
Yeah, she knew it was dangerously left. Didn't quite see where it finished, Ali. Not sure if you can see from up there.
No, it's around the corner from me, but I'll get back to you.
Co-leader Gino Chitakun. Has also found that bunker down the left. It's becoming a popular spot. Somi Lee happy with that one. Breakthrough win just a couple of weeks ago alongside Jin Heehan in the pairs event.
And back over to the par 3 second. It's Minjee Lee for a birdie.
Who will like the look of this. The question she and Mikey are trying to work out is how far right is it? It will move to her left, without doubt. But you almost really need to use the kind of the right half of the cup here. Let gravity help you out on the way down. Don't underread this, which would be very easy to do. It's a good cup and a half outside that edge, if not maybe even more. I might give it 2 or 3.
Good. And it's just occurred to me, I mean, she could have quite a significant lead if she had got off to a better start in that second round.
Yeah, she dropped, 5 shots in the first 6 holes. 10 under par since then. Back over to Cara Gaynor, who needs this one to save par and avoid back-to-back bogeys to start the day.
And there's 2 ways you can underread this with the speed, because from down there, even though it is a touch downhill, in reality it looks into the hill from where she's standing because of the mountain behind. So it can leak right from lack of pace. It can leak right from undercooking the break as well.
Bobbled a little bit as well, so it's going to be a back-to-back bogey start for Cara Gaynor, who began the day tied for the lead. Let's go to the third.
Cassandra Alexander did make her bogey rather, after coming out of this bunker.
Gino now with 122 pin. She's hitting a wedge out of the bunker. Ball sitting a little bit down. You can tell though, it's been a popular spot today for the girls. Great shot. Bunker shots like that tend to be a little tricky with a wedge in hand, but no problems there. Grace has got 115 to the pin, ball below her feet. Also a great shot. Giving Gino a nice little read.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, Gino's speed on her putts has always been pretty aggressive, so at times made me a little nervous playing with her.
Well, that was a little more of a dribbly effort.
It's a lot slower than you think. You're putting up against into the hill, against the lake.
Final three ball now have a free green to aim at.
They do, yeah, quickly cleared. Up ahead, Minji has the best lie of the three, all three sitting well enough. It's 134 from back where she's standing, which I think 3/4 of this is probably pitching wedge. At the moment, wind, if anything, we know from the previous, or you can't feel it, but if there's anything up there, it will push it from right to left. Hanging lie.
Over to the tee at the fourth, and Gino out with the driver.
Fairway's looking a little brown earlier today. Should be getting some nice roll on it.
Yeah, when we arrived here early in the week, it was pretty soft. Had some heavy rain here early in the week, and the course has really changed over the course of the championship.
When it's soft, it plays so long. Phenomenal drive.
Somi Lee. Well, where's that going?
Low left, but in the fairway.
Yeah, she kind of hit one of those shots off the first today, got away with it, and she got away with it there, but that's something to watch as the round goes on.
Sure. And she's got a putt, Lottie Woad, to get within one of the lead.
It seems effortless to her.
She is now tied for third alongside Minji Lee, who has this to stay at 10 under par.
And we'll find out a lot about how she's feeling on the greens, because she has to be firm with this to take the break out.
She's feeling pretty good, as she has with that putter all since she put it in the bag. Her putting stats have just rocketed up in a positive way. Well, she impressed those Solheim Cup stars last week, Lottie Woad. I'm sure she's impressed the former world number one, Ari Jatanagarn, who makes a birdie of her own, maybe trying to follow in Lottie's momentum here.
Up the slope. She's got a 5-iron in hand. She got very lucky to not be in that divot. It's heading right.
She's going to have to get up and down.
Karen, is this an 8-iron?
It is.
151 yards.
The grip.
Karen sent me a picture of her grips, and it's my background on my phone now. That's how committed I am.
Yeah, Gino has a different color grip for each iron, so you can identify what she's hitting. She did it for her father, who's watching back home.
Yeah, not the best of shots. I think the lie confused her, but this one's sitting down. That's very well played.
Well, the good news for Grace Kim is there are a number of scoring opportunities coming up on this golf course, and as Karen mentioned, the leaderboard here can be pretty volatile. There are eagle chances, especially coming down the stretch, that par 5 15th, and of course the par 5 18th with the tee moved up once again. So a chance for Grace Kim to come back and potentially win this championship, but she's going to have to turn it around. Now, Gino.
She's got a lot of break to contend with. Uphill, then back down. This is all going to be speed dependent. It's humming.
Wow.
Wait.
Yeah.
I did say she was an aggressive putter.
Oof, don't want to be that aggressive there.
Now left with a putt back downhill. And this one's moving to the right.
Started the day 6 shots back. This is to go to 5 under par through 8 holes on Sunday.
Started it exactly where she had that lined up.
And now Jutana going for birdie with a ton of break. Might be a nice battle between Area and Lottie today.
That'll actually be good for them both, to have somebody else that's...
Now Minjee, second at 4.
From 160, has a great look at it. Trying to draw it in off that right-hand side.
She'll have one of the putts that we've seen up the hill to the hole, trying to get that speed right, which has fooled a few players today. Minjee Lee in the hunt for a 4th major championship victory. We're at the Amundi Evian Championship. It's the final round with So-Mi Lee and Gino Tidekun tied for the lead.
There's a lot of Thai fans out here, lots of flags. Left side of the green. I think she thought the wind might take that a little bit more, but it just laid down as she hit the shot.
So-Mi Lee now. Co-leader with Gino.
6 iron as well. That's heading right bunker. Oh no.
Did it?
Did that cover?
Well, that's the question I'm asking. Yeah, I don't think it did.
I'm not sure. It's borderline.
We can see a ball in the water. It doesn't necessarily mean it is hers, but that does not look good for So-Mi Lee. Just had confirmation that is the Korean's ball. Look at body language. It's not been great so far from Grace Kim, like she's got that Sunday feeling again.
Well, I don't think she's feeling that great. I saw her popping some strepsils. This is a 5 iron.
That's
It's not a bad leave.
Yeah, it depends where she's going to stand there, really. Karen, is she going to have a stance? There you can hear her coughing. There's a few players out there that haven't been feeling great this week. It hasn't stopped them contending, though.
Here's Minjee for birdie. Gabby Ruffles has chipped up. You can see her taking a look at the line on her putt, but Minjee now for a birdie.
Gainer's gone as well as 2 feet closer than Ruffles. It's a little double breaker.
Speed has been key from this putt, and he just gives it a nudge too much. Gino knocked it further by than Minjee, but definitely not in for a par.
Well, and there've been a number of volunteers and spectators all around as well that would have been able to watch the ball as well as it pitched and rolled backwards.
Back on the 4th, Cara Gaynor alley with 3 bogeys in the first 4, so she's really struggling. This is a par putt here for Minjee.
Yeah, one that'll suit her eye at least. Saw it on the way by. knows the low point. Technically, in this section of the green, only this section of the green is behind her.
She looks so confident with the putter.
Yeah, she talks about it early in the week, switching to that long putter at the beginning of the season. She said at the KPMG Women's PGA, it really validated in her mind the decisions she's made to make some changes, including that putter. And I think it's made her so much more comfortable knowing that she can get it done with that club under the most pressure.
They're waiting for a ruling still for So-Mi Lee, so Jessica Gina Kim's going to play first. Grace Kim, sorry.
Yeah, this is chip-in central. She very straightforward. So. Could have lost concentration, but nice little chip to about a foot.
She has been working really hard on. Gino on the putting surface with her tee shot, so does have a birdie putt.
Downhill. Should be a little left to right.
Still got a little bit on it, that from Gina. Our camera angle foreshortens that a little bit, so...
Oh yeah, club face wide open. She's going to pop this up in the air, land it soft. Ooh.
So they're in 3.
Anastasia Nadeau for a birdie to get to 10 under par and within 1 of the lead. And you can see by the amount of people watching this group how much support she has close to home. She played with Nelly Korda, Minjee Lee yesterday and handled the pressure very well indeed. And she's handling the pressure of the final round today.
Yeah, her coach, Renaud Gris, was saying how Nelly Korda is her hero. So the fact that she's got through that bodes well for what's going to be happening today. A bit of a wait for the final 3 ball. That's because of the shenanigans for So-Mi Lee.
It's going to be downhill, right to left. Should be breaking back, but came out of that one pretty fast. She knew it.
A costly double bogey takes So-Mi Lee from a share of the lead into a share of 5th place. So finally, the green's clear, Ali, for this 3 ball.
It's been a decent wait, I tell you. I'm going to say good at least 6-7 minutes, if not more. Wind's changed about 3 times, as it so often does at 5, and over on 16 too. 174. Pin high left is the best. If you're in line with the flag, there's actually a little mini tee you have to navigate. Short of this whole location today. This is headed to the heart of the green. Well struck.
That 5th hole, Gino now on the tee at 6.
Iron in hand. She's definitely trying to place this to a nice full shot, maybe even a flat area.
Looks like she's done that. Tough to find a flat area here, though.
Long shot in for that back pin.
So a bit of a change at the top of the leaderboard. Gino Tittokun leads the way, but Lottie Woad has a tap-in birdie to tie the lead here in the final round in Evian.
No holding back, was there?
No. And that's just fine. And that downhill tee shot and then the downhill second shot playing around the corner. And we'll go back to the 5th.
this just a moment ago. Minji Lee down the hill at 5. We talk about the winners we've had here in Evian. They've all been players who have either achieved or been big names. Gino Titican back on the tee at 7. She took yesterday about just finding fairways and greens, and then we'll see if the putts drop. That's the game plan.
At the 6th, this is Minji Lee, 1 back. A second straight sensational Saturday in the major championship for Minji has put herself in position for a 4th different major. For Arya Jatanagarn, looking for a 3rd different major title. This to tie the lead at 10. And Arya, 5 under par, like Lottie. Okay, collect yourself. What a finish we have in store in Evian. Highest on the leaderboard from the United States is Andrea Lee. She plays the 10th, her 2nd, 2 back. She was joking last night that maybe she's saved all of her birdie putts for today. Leona to get it to 9 under.
Like Gino Titican coming out of the sand. This a moment or two ago for Grace Kim.
She had much more acceleration through that shot. Luke Bowen, what a couple of weeks it's been for them.
Yeah, Luke was watching on TV last week, and he had I'll come back to that in a moment. Titican gets into the outright lead at 12 under with that birdie at 7. She's clapping herself. Well done, Gino. 2nd birdie of the day. Yeah, back on the tee here, Minji Lee. I was going to say about Luke, he had a bottle of wine ready to pour the glass when the wind was coming, but she was so far clear with so many. I mean, I think he might have dabbled a little earlier than the final putt going in.
There's nothing harder than watching. When watching as a parent, as a coach, as somebody who's truly invested, it's not easy.
Yeah, and I just love her reaction to that putt going in as well from Grace Kim. Hyejin Choi to get her 4 at 9. Yeah, okay.
She got an uphill putt.
That's Gino on the left. Okay, now on the right. Here we go.
Some very excited Thai fans.
There's a lot of them out here.
Wow.
She's lipped out a couple today. Could be way more under than what she is.
If anything, just a slight pull there.
Never gets too high.
Yeah, you might even say the same about Gino Titican as well.
And Minji Lee.
Who won't make eagle, but will make birdie here to get alongside Arya Jatanagarn at 11 under par. Looking to go back-to-back. Hasn't played since she won that KPMG Women's PGA a few weeks ago to make it major number 3. First birdie of the round. 4 bogeys in her 6th hole, so she slipped out of the picture. But moving into it, another English player called Lottie Woe, tied with Gino Titican.
That's a hard place to get. I'm not familiar with my swing playing being too neutral, Allie.
Wouldn't it be nice?
Wouldn't it be?
Right to the heart of it.
And doesn't get the bounce forward. That's about.
Minji Lee now to tie the lead. She's won a major from behind. She's won a couple from in front. And don't be fooled. On that Sunday, she had a 70-footer on the 13th hole to stay in front. And two-putted brilliantly and never looked back from there. Clutch.
Now, I know you know the colour grips. It's a green one, Jessica, for Gino Titican here.
You guys, I literally thought she'd be hitting something a bit longer, so I put my sheet away.
It's the 4, isn't it?
She's got 228 yards to the pin. She hits the ball so high compared to her two playing partners.
And it's the same thing she did on the other par 5. Missed it left there as well.
And still just behind them is Minjee Lee. 9th tee now for the Australian.
It was so interesting. She was very open about earlier this week how much the U.S. Open last year really hurt her. And it's amazing the way that she's been able to bounce back and, of course, get back in the winner's circle in a major championship just a few weeks ago.
Yeah, this thing is going to be fast. It's going to be a bit slow. Up the hill, left to right.
Almost rode the slope, Jess, and picked up speed a little bit more than she was anticipating as well.
Oh dear. That's a frustrating miss. A birdie on what was a par 4 to make the cut on the mark, her first major championship. This for Minjee Lee to join her at 12 under.
And made birdie the hard way. That was important for her. 9th hole is there for the taking. Look at those 2 par 5s on 7 and 9 to convert. And she's just, we say she's treading water, but she's right there in a very dangerous position.
You can see that the club's kind of getting stuck a little bit. It's just because it's so fluffy back there.
Looks like she's got the face pretty wide open here. Keep that weight on your front foot.
Almost like a bunker shot.
Yeah, when you have an unpredictable lie like that, the best thing to do is play it like a bunker shot. And that was great, Jess.
Yeah, it was very, very well done. Lots of spin on it, too. Let it climb up that face.
Less than 45% of the field is finding this green in regulation. Only has given up 6 birdies today. Just been a tough hole. Always is.
There is no more steely competitor in major championship golf than this woman, Minjee Lee, former #1 ranked amateur. Not yet ascended to #1 in the Rolex rankings, but back up to 6th after the victory at the KPMG Women's PGA Championship. And after her second birdie of the day, she's one back, making the turn on the tee here at 10.
Yeah, and a different story from how the U.S. Open hurt her motivation. She said that she feels like she now has a different fire in her belly after winning the major championship a couple weeks ago, KPMG Women's PGA Championship. And it's just amazing what that little bit of confidence can do. I was watching her warm up on the putting green today. She just looks so relaxed. And, you know, you look at this leaderboard, she is the proven champion on this leaderboard. And
the hills here play mind games with your feet. You just really have to trust what you see.
How about your head?
It's major championships.
Yeah. Well, maybe this is her time. You know it's coming.
115.
a little thin.
Yeah.
Chase all the way back to the back of the green, but fortunate to land hole high there.
It'll be a fun putt.
Daly looking about 10 feet right of it here. There's a guy standing on the hill by himself out there.
All right. Oh, spins it back beautifully.
That's a similar putt than what we saw Lottie Wood make. I think if she does, it's a great putt.
At the 10th, Minjee Lee. This to tie the lead.
Just a little bit of break to her right. It'll be quick. She would have gotten a good visual of the speed from Gabby's chip. This hole just fools players. No matter how many times you've played here. Minjee's played here a bunch. It never breaks as much as you think towards the front of the green because of the lake effect.
Played here and played well here, champion here, but she'll have that for par to stay 12 under.
And it looks like she will be playing for a little left to right, maybe a touch higher than originally planned. That is pretty good.
Yeah, almost about as good as you could do from there.
17 putts in 13 holes so far in this major championship pressure. Wow.
Next minute, you're one behind. Gino Titican leading by one. Grace Kim to stay within one. She's got it. I wasn't sure. She was in the way.
Another one around and in.
Grace, if you could just move a little bit so we could see, that'd be great.
She's not moving. She's right there at 12 under.
The Aussies just behind. Gino Titican out in front. What a final round this is turning out to be.
Not surprised to see her rising to the occasion here.
Is very much one of the danger women over this closing stretch. Minjee Lee. She's a big football soccer fan, and we were engrossed in the final. Unfortunately, we took off when the second half was getting underway, and England lost anyway, so good job we missed it, really.
Third shot at 18 for Angel Yin, and a huge finish for Angel to move into the top 10.
She's not going to have anything. She's just blasted out of the bunker.
And that's the risk that you run as well. But, I mean, it's worth a shot because otherwise you're just dropping in the bunker anyway if you're taking an unplayable. But now, this is still a layup, Jess.
Yeah, it's a big lip up there.
And Drew Ernst earns his money here, right? Is the caddy. Back to 11.
Where Minjee Lee does have a putt here to take her alongside Gino Titican at the top of the leaderboard. They were the two names, weren't they, Morgan, at the start of the day that did stick out.
Especially Minjee. All the experience, proven major champion, proven champion here around this golf course, knows what it takes to get it done, playing with such confidence. On Sunday here as well. What a finish for Angel Yin.
Grace Kim for bogey. That's Gino, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. It's nice to see she doesn't change the routine going into majors.
Not out of it. Certainly Minjee Lee isn't. This to tie the lead.
I think about when Minjee Lee won here. Grant and Jung and Lee 6 had a 5-shot lead that was gone by the time she made the turn.
Yeah.
And, Minjee with an exceptional Sunday round of golf to come from behind and win.
Gino Titican just to make sure of making her par here at 13. All to play for.
On a high point on this green, it has been the toughest hole of the day.
Minjee Lee at 13.
Just try to hold the face open through the shot here to not turn it over too much. Only natural to be a little bit left with the rough and the ball so far above her feet.
Interesting. For 5.5 years now, whereas Lottie Woad, well, may turn pro on this Sunday in the southeast of France. Angel Yin, nothing more that she can do. You'd say it's an outside chance after that fabulous 63, but others still very much with hope. In that bunker at 9, her closing hole where she got plugged with a bunker shot, ended up back at her feet and in her footprint. A little bit wide with that one, Minjee Lee.
In the right direction.
Yeah, these former world #1 amateurs, of course, Minjee's been there, Gino's been there, Lottie's there right now. These will make you concentrate, these putts here at Evian. But nonchalantly done by Minjee Lee. Remains very much in touch.
I feel like there's certainly been a lot of focus on Lottie as well as Gino today. And
Always, despite the pressure piling on right now, one of the hardest fairways to find on a good day. This is taken off left, tree bound.
Caught a tree. That might be her only way to do it here. Up ahead, Céline Boutier. And what a way to finish for her. This for eagle. And she'll settle for a 2-putt birdie. Tied for 19th at the moment. 4 rounds under par.
In that share of the lead, Minjee Lee one back.
And teeing it up at the par 3 14th.
meaning like she doesn't like it.
She will now.
Not sure what's not to like about that one. That's a perfect spot. Long right, as I said earlier, is the place to be here. It's hard to get it there. It's hard to trust yourself to hit it there.
She and Mikey Patterson know they've been here so long. And she'll have a chance to get it to 13 under.
I don't think she should have been thinking about the points. From the second she teed it up, she should have been thinking about winning.
And that is the way she thinks. Minjee Lee has this to tie the lead. But a couple of par fives to come from Minjee. And this is nothing. She's only one back at the moment. She was 7 back and made history. Tied the all-time LPGA major record for the biggest Sunday comeback when she won here in 2021. And if she is disappointed in the miss, she needs to gather herself here. Well, it is a giant leap for Lottie Woad.
Back on the tee, Minjee Lee.
Yeah, this leaking up the right here needs a good bounce. Doesn't get it, but shouldn't have any tree trouble there. Chase something up the fairway, short of those cross bunkers.
Out of the greenside bunker is Titikun.
Taking 58, I'm really surprised. I thought she maybe take more club to get that ball back there.
And it's going to come back to the bottom shelf there, Jess.
That's a big mistake on a par 5.
No one is better in the clubhouse than the 21-year-old from England. 13 under is the target.
just feel like it's...
Very much so. She had a beautiful shot from 95 yards.
It's an excellent 4 to 15.
113. Have to use that little section of the green to the right of this flag today on a good line.
Oh no. That should cling on to the green.
Just absolutely repelled there, Richard.
Which is playing very uphill. Naturally, right back into the mountain. I've watched her track up the line. She sees this moving quite a way off the right.
Just even getting this inside the friendship circle would be a good effort. Gave that a lot of pace.
That won't be easy. I know it's not far from the hole, but that will test her. On a hole where you're thinking birdie, suddenly par not straightforward for Minjee Lee. She hasn't dropped a shot today yet. Lottie Woad is heading to the range along with Annie Giangrosso, the Director of Rules and Competition from the LPGA. Not doing an interview with us just yet. We'll wait and see.
Set up very square here.
Well, downhill.
Pushed it. The wedge in her hand into the green, just too much spin.
Grace Kim goes back to back. And she's back in it. If anyone could steel herself, Allie, you would think it would be this woman right here.
And who better to back herself down the stretch around this golf course? Knows exactly what it takes, knows exactly how far to put the pedal down in this stretch the next 45 minutes. She's a changed woman with a new putter in the bag. She's enjoying golf.
Yeah.
She'll love being in the hunt, Morgan.
And I've talked to Richie Smith, her coach. This looks like a pull. It'll be okay, though. It's left of her target.
Wow. Have to bounce back in a big way.
But she can delete some of that with a really nice, firm stroke.
Not to be for the most recent major champ and the winner here in 2021. But still a chance.
First for par for Grace Kim.
This is a touchy one.
Oh, what a two-putt, Jess.
I mean, phenomenal two-putt. I wouldn't wish that first putt on anyone. She's got an uphill putt. She can be a bit aggressive with it. That's always nice when you're putting for birdie. Yeah.
But you just wouldn't expect it from Gino Titicun.
You wouldn't. This is back on the tee. She's birdied that 18th, by the way, every day so far, Gino.
Depending on the bounce right here, that could be the tee shot of a major champion right there. Looks like it may hang up in that first cut.
Cut for Gino. And now Grace Kim might need an eagle.
Dangerously up the left, but going to get a good kick. Fantastic tee shot.
Ever since.
Out of the left rough, Minjee Lee.
Really heavy lie.
A lot of good here, though. Not going to come back. Yeah, going to settle down at the bottom. Just can't, again, an example, you can't miss the fairway. Nature and attitude. I mean, think about the times that she's spoken coming down the stretch to Karen Stopples doing walk and talks, trying to win events. It's she's just got that relaxed attitude.
Minji Lee needs a chip in. Not going to get it. Yeah, Gino says the key to her success is to be herself and not take things too seriously. Big moment still.
All right, so Gino did drip into the rough. Jess?
Yeah, it was laying down in between two kind of bigger clumps of rough. I would have been really surprised if she went for it. So I'm glad to see her lay up. No need to make anything other than par. Give yourself best opportunity. This is a smart play in my eyes.
Excellent layup right there. Low expectations.
Grace has 188 yards. Ball below her feet. Wind started to pick up again.
Look at this.
Phenomenal shot.
Oh, this is going to be good, better. Jess. Look at this.
Phenomenal.
This could go in. This could go in. Grace Kim in tight for a tying eagle.
As a professional. High pressure moment. 102 pin.
Sticking with that sawed-off three-quarter swing we've seen all day. What an answer.
She'll have that putt to win it.
Get this one to go.
No! How did it miss?
Just lacked pace.
And Grace Kim is going to have a putt to force a playoff with Gino Titakun. We're going to overtime. A 72nd hole eagle for Grace Kim. One of the great shots you'll ever see in a major championship or any event.
And, I mean, there's still a very outside chance for Minji Lee to hole out, to tie, and get into that playoff as well.
Got that final group. Minji Lee, one last shot to join them.
188 to the pin.
She's made an albatross once before on tour.
It's drifting a little too far right. Not going to catch enough of the slope to come back down to the hole, but still a wonderful shot.
I think you were there for that as well, weren't you? Her albatross in Carlsbad.
I was there. I watched.
You've seen some. You've hit some great ones, and you've watched some. And a lot on the line here, not in terms of who's going to win the championship, but valuable points for really all three of these players for the respective tours on which they play. You got Minji for eagle. She was bidding for a fourth major championship, which would be the most among active players. A handful have three. This would have been her fourth. And gets that to finally drop. There's so many went begging. Never seen someone so disappointed with an eagle that she knew what could have been. But Minji's back in a big way, and it's great to see. Pedal to the metal on that 18th hole for Grace Kim, an eagle.
With a tee shot down the first playoff hole that you have to pipe to keep three in play, like Grace knows. Confident looking swing.
Yeah, that was perfection right there up the left center. No right rough in play for Gino here. Almost a little bit on the upslope.
who has always been an exceptional talent. Safe to say both of these two have been. Quickly back down for the tee.
Watch the bounce.
On one of the hardest holes to find the fairway under the most pressure here. Two beautiful tee shots.
All right. It's Grace Kim and Gino Titigan. One of them is going to become a major champion for the very first time. First playoff hole of the Amundi Evian Championship.
Set up for it to fall right, judging by her body lines.
And it's going a long way right.
Might need to get lucky.
Oh, no. Finds the penalty area.
White grip, I think, is 6-iron. So no change in plan here. But she'll just go straight for the heart of the green.
Bargain over there long left. She's not quite. I know that, her body language certainly looks frustrated, which I'm sure it is after hitting a shot like that, Allie, but she's still got some golf to play. Don't give up yet. She hasn't given up all day. No time now. Carry it almost halfway onto the green here and let it release.
Wizardry from Grace. That's a birdie to put the pressure on Gino.
That is one of the most incredible shots I have ever seen in a moment. Think about what she did in regulation, but then here, and I said she's got to steady herself. Oh my goodness.
And now Gino, if it goes in, she wins. Up and down to force another hole.
She's going to have almost the same putt that she had in regulation.
Amazing.
She has to, it's actually hard for her to settle herself down after something like that happened. She had to feel like she was in the driver's seat, standing over that pitch shot, and now she has to make this just to extend the playoff. Grant, this is insane.
Yes, it's so good. So good. Both players delivering when they absolutely had to do it. We play on. Grace living on the edge. And Gino bouncing back from the miss in regulation that would have won it.
But it all starts here, back on the tee. Fairway finder required.
Nearly flawless with her driver today. Another beauty right there.
Grace hit what looked like a good one.
Another good swing.
Quick reach for the tee and two beauties.
It's going to stay in the fairway as well, so going to have a better lie.
Can she conjure up some more magic?
It's on a fantastic line to the heart of the green.
That's going to settle in there nicely right at hole high.
Wow. She did. Magic conjured.
It's a 6-iron. Headed in a similar direction to earlier.
Almost the exact same shot.
Gives
Good
yourself
shot.
a chance.
Well done.
On the first playoff hole, and with Minji, Mi-Hyung Lee, a couple of former Evian champs there, Hyo-Joo Kim looking on. Suddenly, Grace Kim has a putt to win a major.
Come a little left early and push right at the end.
And the dream comes true in Evian for Grace Kim. She wins the Amundi Evian Championship with a miraculous finish. Eagle, birdie, eagle at the 18th.
Grant, this is one of the most unbelievable finishes of any golf tournament I have ever seen.
Soak it in, Grace. It'll never feel better.
Oh my God, you have to drink this. Yeah, you have to drink this. Go on.
That'll cure what ails you. Another major champ, Hannah Green there.
You mentioned it earlier when she was there to watch Hannah win her KPMG Women's PGA Championship at Hazeltine, and what inspiration she took from that. That being one of her best memories at a major. Not anymore.
She said seeing Hannah win made me think I can do this too. She just did it in a way that few have ever done it before.
As you can see, very popular champion as well. Both of these players would be.
Pure class,
Wonderful.
first class.
Sportsmanship, just the best.
Come on, Aussie. Yes. The Aussies go back to back.
Wow, what an amazing finish that was, Grace. We need to get your hands on this famous trophy. I'm here with Frank Rabu, the chairman of the Amundi Evian Championship, and Nicholas Colquhoun, the deputy CEO of Amundi. Nicholas, do the honors, please.
Congratulations, incredible finish.
Thank you very much.
Well, Grace, I got to talk to you about that. I mean, where do we start?
Thought I was kind of out of it, but I just said to myself and to my caddy, like, I've got nothing else to lose. So, yeah, that chip in, don't know. That just happened.
And, of course, keeping your composure to make the eagle putt here to win.
I couldn't breathe, Tom. I couldn't really see. I was just like, is it dead straight? Yep, I'm just hitting the putt. So, glad that went in the hole.
Grace Kim, congratulations. You're a major champion. Hold that trophy up high. Give it a kiss.